Daily discipline is the secret for success. The Untold Shock Truth, secrets revealed by Daily Mindset and HealthAdjuster.
See, in life, you can go through life, you can come up with reasons or you can come up with results. You can come up with excuses or you can come up with achievements. You can go through life blaming or you can come up with solutions. The choice is in your hands, satisfaction or despair. We can choose that.
And subscribe.
You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the f after it every daggone day.
It's very, very simple to get what you want, but it's not easy. It's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be.
Welcome to Steps.
And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it.
Please.
And you're never going
like,
to.
Comment,
Ever.
and subscribe.
No one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off.
Welcome to
Everybody wants
Steps
the prize,
to
but
be
nobody loves the
successful
process.
video.
Everybody wants to be a
Please
champion, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it
and
takes to be a
subscribe.
champion. Everybody wants to hold up the trophy and say, man, I did it, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to do it. I love the process.
Have you ever looked at someone successful and thought they were just lucky? Maybe you believed they were born with a special talent that you don't have. We see these incredible stories on social media and in the news all the time. An entrepreneur builds a billion-dollar company seemingly out of nowhere. An athlete suddenly shatters world records after years of being just another competitor. A musician releases a hit song that instantly tops the charts, making them a household name. These narratives are captivating, and they make us believe that success is a sudden, explosive event that happens to a select few. It's a powerful and persuasive story that we are told again and again. This idea of overnight success is one of the most persistent myths of our time. It's a comforting thought because it absolves us of responsibility. If success is all about luck or a genetic lottery you didn't win, then it's not your fault if you haven't achieved your dreams. You can just sit back and wait for your lucky break to arrive. The media loves to highlight these dramatic moments of triumph, but they rarely show the full picture. They focus on the finish line, the moment of victory, the celebration. They don't show the thousands of hours of quiet, unseen effort that paved the way for that single moment of glory. The shocking truth is that this entire concept is a dangerous illusion. It's a fantasy that keeps people trapped in a cycle of waiting and wishing, rather than doing and building. Believing in overnight success prevents you from starting your own journey because it makes the destination seem impossibly far away, reachable only by a magical shortcut. So, if success isn't about luck or some innate magical talent, what is it about? The answer is simple, yet so profound that it often gets dismissed. The real secret, the shocking truth, is daily discipline. It's the quiet, consistent, and often unglamorous commitment to showing up every single day. It's the decision to do the small, necessary things, even when you don't feel like it. This is the hidden engine that drives all progress. It's not about grand, heroic gestures. It's about the tiny, compounding actions that build upon each other over time, creating an unstoppable momentum that eventually leads to extraordinary results. This is the fundamental principle that separates the dreamers from the achievers. Think about it like building a massive brick wall. From a distance, the wall looks like a single, solid structure that appeared out of nowhere. But when you get closer, you see that it's made of thousands of individual bricks, each one carefully laid, one at a time. No single brick is particularly impressive on its own. Laying one brick is a small, easy task, but the discipline of laying another brick and another day after day is what creates the magnificent wall. Daily discipline is the act of laying those bricks. Each disciplined action is a brick in the wall of your success, and consistency is the mortar that holds it all together. This is why so many people overlook it. Daily discipline isn't exciting. It doesn't make for a thrilling headline or a viral video clip. Let's begin by clearing up a major misunderstanding. When you hear the word discipline, what is the first image that comes to mind? For many, it's a vision of struggle, hardship, and relentless, joyless effort. We've been taught to see discipline as a form of punishment, a necessary evil on the path to success. This grim view of discipline is a narrative that needs to be completely rewritten. Instead, think of discipline as a form of self-care and self-respect. It's the act of honoring the promises you make to yourself. Discipline is the bridge that connects who you are today with who you want to become tomorrow. One of the most common myths is the idea that discipline is the opposite of freedom. The shocking truth is what I call the freedom paradox. Genuine freedom is not found in the absence of structure, but is actually created by it. True freedom is having choices, and discipline is what gives you those choices. The person who practices financial discipline now has the freedom to quit a job they hate, to travel, or to invest in a new business. The person who practices health discipline has the freedom of energy and vitality. They can say yes to new adventures and live their life without physical constraints. This is why structure is not a cage. It is the key that unlocks the cage. We often get discouraged because we overestimate the importance of one defining moment and underestimate the value of making small improvements on a daily basis. We have a deep-seated desire for massive, immediate results. We want the quantum leap forward. The idea of taking a small, almost unnoticeable step forward feels insignificant and unsatisfying. The secret power of daily discipline lies in a principle that quietly governs the universe, the law of compounding. Let's look at the math because it reveals the shocking truth. If you were to get just 1% better at something each day, after 1 year you would end up 37 times better than when you started. The difference between success and failure is often not a giant leap, but the subtle trajectory of these tiny daily choices compounded over time. Here is another shocking truth that holds countless people back.
Daily Mindset
You do not need
and Health
motivation to
Adjuster
be disciplined.
to success.
We have been sold a lie that motivation is the magical ingredient required for action. We wait for a wave of inspiration to strike us before we head to the gym, start that project, or make that difficult phone call. The reality is that motivation is unreliable. It is an emotion, and like all emotions, it comes and goes. This is the key difference between amateurs and professionals. Amateurs are led by their feelings, while professionals are led by their commitments. They know that action is not the result of motivation, but rather motivation is often the result of action. Please comment, secret for success. Include the city you are watching this video from, if you are still here with me. Now that we understand what discipline truly is, let's get practical. How do you actually start building it when you have zero momentum? The biggest hurdle to forming a new habit is often just the act of starting. The activation energy required to begin feels too high. To overcome this, we will use a simple yet profoundly effective technique. I call it the 2-minute rule. The principle is this: when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Read before bed becomes read one page. Do yoga becomes take out my yoga mat. Run 3 miles becomes put on my running shoes. This may sound trivial, but its power lies in mastering the art of showing up, which is the most critical part of any new routine. Here is a shocking truth that most people fail to recognize. Your willpower is a limited resource. Disciplined people are not necessarily stronger, they are smarter. They design their environment in a way that makes their desired actions easier and their undesired actions harder. Your environment, more than your willpower, shapes your behavior. If you walk into your kitchen and see cookies on the counter, it takes effort to resist. If they're hidden in a cupboard, it takes less effort. If you don't buy them, it takes 0 effort. If you want to practice guitar more, don't keep it in its case in the closet. Place it on a stand in your living room. Make the good habits obvious, attractive, and easy. Make the bad habits invisible, unattractive, and difficult. One of the best ways to build a new habit is to anchor it to one you already have. This strategy is called habit stacking. The formula for habit stacking is simple. After current habit, I will new habit. After I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I take off my work shoes, I will change into workout clothes. A final foundational step in building daily discipline is to make your progress visible. This is where habit tracking comes in. Whether it's a calendar with X's or a dedicated app, The tracker makes your progress tangible.
HealthAdjuster.
The goal is simple.
Success.
Don't break the chain. The cardinal rule is to never miss twice. You will hit what I call the plateau of latent potential. This is the most dangerous stage where most people give up. Imagine an ice cube in a warming room. From 25 to 31 degrees, nothing happens. But at 32 degrees, massive transformation occurs. You must continue to show up and lay the bricks even when you can't see the wall getting taller. The ultimate goal is not just to get a result, but to change who you are. This is identity-based habits. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to be. When you work out, you vote for, I am a healthy person. Your habits become an integral part of you. You don't force yourself because they're simply what someone like you does. Once you master discipline in one area, a remarkable phenomenon occurs. The skills start to bleed over into every other aspect of your existence. Discipline is not compartmentalized. It's a universal skill that elevates your entire life. By picking one keystone habit and executing it flawlessly, you trigger a cascade of positive change. Advanced discipline requires you to schedule and protect your rest with the same ferocity that you protect your work time. What separates the best athletes is not just how hard they train, but how intelligently they recover. The goal is not to sprint and burn out, but to run a marathon for the rest of your life. We arrive at a pivotal concept that separates those who sustain progress from those who get derailed. It's the shift from being problem-focused to being solution-focused. Most people fixate on the problem itself. They analyze it, complain about it, and become experts on why they're stuck. A solution-focused mindset acknowledges the problem briefly and immediately pivots to the critical question: what can I do about it? Let me tell you about Sarah, a graphic designer who felt completely overwhelmed by her life. She wanted to start a freelance business but felt trapped. She decided to stop obsessing over her lack of time and focus on a solution, no matter how small. Her answer was to open her sketchbook for 5 minutes during lunch. It felt laughably small, but it was something she could do without fail. Those 5 minutes became the best part of her day. They stretched to 10, then 15 minutes. She was building not just a portfolio, but a new identity as someone who worked on her business every day. Within 6 months, her small habit had transformed her reality. A year later, she had steady side income and a clear path to leaving her day job. You need a practical toolkit of reliable instruments to keep yourself on track. Just as a carpenter has specific tools, you need tools to build your disciplined life. The first tool is your planner or calendar. Its purpose is to give your intentions a time and a place to live. The second tool is your habit tracker. It provides visual proof of your consistency and creates the satisfying feedback loop. The final tool is your environment design checklist. Once a week, audit your environment and ask, how can I make good habits easier and bad habits harder? This could mean laying out workout clothes, prepping healthy snacks, or moving the TV remote to another room. These 3 tools form a powerful system for turning your intentions into consistent real-world action. No matter how perfect your plan is, life will inevitably intervene. You will get sick, your car will break down, emergencies will arise. The disciplined person has a strategy to navigate disruptions without losing momentum. The first strategy is having a backup plan following the 2-minute rule. The second strategy is never miss twice. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a negative habit. You must learn to distinguish between genuine obstacles and simple excuses. Be honest with yourself. By challenging your narratives and focusing on what's still possible, however small, you build unbreakable discipline. You become a problem solver who sees every challenge not as a stop sign, but as a detour on the path to success. We have traveled a long way together. We started by shattering the myth of overnight success and revealed daily discipline as the real engine of achievement. You now have the foundational tools, the 2-minute rule, habit stacking, environment design, and the most important mental model. Focus on solutions, not problems. You understand advanced principles like the plateau of latent potential, identity-based habits, and the ripple effect of discipline. You have a practical toolkit, strategies for real-world obstacles, and the understanding that strategic rest is essential for sustainability. The truth and the power to use it is now firmly in your hands. This essay is not meant to be passive entertainment. It is intended to be a spark, a call to action. The gap between knowing the path and walking the path is where most dreams die. Today, right now, is your moment to close that gap. Your journey does not start tomorrow or next week. It starts now. Look back at who you were before this journey. That person was waiting for luck or motivation. That person is in the past. You are now armed with new understanding and clear tools. You know the secret is not a massive leap, but a single, ridiculously small step. The power to change your entire life is contained within the next 2 minutes. Success is not reserved for a chosen few. It's available to anyone willing to embrace the power of daily discipline. This is your final call. I want you to make a promise to yourself, a small, simple promise. Choose one thing from this essay, just one, that you will implement today. Will you take out your yoga mat, write one sentence, put running shoes by the door, whatever it is, make it real. To help solidify your commitment, I want you to take one final disciplined action right now. Leave a comment below. This serves 3 purposes. Your first small win, connecting you to a global community, and beginning your identity shift to someone who participates. In your comment, write, "Focus on solutions, not problems," and include the city you're watching from. By doing this, you'll see you're part of a massive, worldwide movement. You'll see comments from Tokyo, London, Nairobi, Sao Paulo, small towns everywhere. This visual proof of a shared journey is incredibly motivating and reminds us we're all building better lives one disciplined day at a time. So go ahead, do it now before you click away. Write your comment. Type, "Focus on solutions, not problems," and add your city. This is your first act of discipline. It's your 2-minute rule in action. It's easy, immediate, and casts the first vote for your new identity. If you are still here with me, this is your moment. Make the commitment. Join the movement. Your success story starts with this single, simple comment. Let's begin.
The secret to unlocking real success lies within the wisdom you already possess. The time is now. Take the smallest possible action today. The first step is yours to take. Remember, if you want things in your life to change, you've got to make an adjustment in your mindset of change things in your life, another to get the result you want.
Hey, self. Adjust my frequency to ignite my energy as you...
Your wish is my command.